Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm your DJ, spinning your music, your preacher, hollering your prayers at you, your herald, hollering out to you. I'm your gospel, spitting all the truth. I'm the Bomb Diggity, your host of this grooviest of Tuesdays. And today is not like any other. Groovy Tuesday is one of like none other because I'm doing an interview. My first subject of interview is Freebiy. Is that how I pronounce your name?
No, it's dipshit.
Dipshit. Okay. So, Freebie, can I get you some glass of water?
No, I've got some Mountain Dew already. Thank you though.
Okay. So, it's nice to have you on the show. I was talking to your people, and they said your schedule was very busy. I was surprised I was going to get you on the show this week.
You know, I wasn't even told I was going to be on this until about 2 minutes ago, so it's good to know that my people actually tell me things ahead of time.
It's lovely to meet you, though.
Oh, absolutely. I'm honored to be on this great show.
How long have you been aware of the show, or is this like the first you're hearing of it? Did your people like show you references?
I've seen an episode here or there. I don't always have time to watch them, but you know, I've known this has existed for a good while now.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you know about us. We're a small thing. We're rather new to the interview world, but we're also very new to the podcast world. If this is this podcast. It's like a one-person podcast. So, what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be asking you some questions. We're just going to go over random things, and we're just going to talk about stuff. I'm going to get to know you, as everybody in the chat knows. In the chat, like we're live streaming this. This is streamed before a live studio audience. Insert laugh track, clap track.
Damn it, I don't have that on my soundboard.
But, we're going to be getting to know Freebie, as none of us actually have... I've seen your content before. That's why I brought you on here. I've seen your content before, and I was interested in meeting you and seeing what you're all about.
Oh, I'm not about much, but, you know, thank you for having me anyways.
We'll be finding that out here shortly. First off, I've been told you... on your Twitter, you post a lot about your cat. Tell us more about him or her. What's your gender?
My cat, my beautiful little baby girl. Her name is Blake. She is this adorable little, well, not little, she's the biggest cat in the house, but she's like a nice gray, very antisocial, doesn't like anyone besides me, and she loves me.
So you have more than one cat?
Technically, there are 4 in the house, but she is mine.
That one is yours. Okay.
Yes.
And you, she lives in your bedroom or just in the house in general?
She stays mostly to my bedroom because she does not get along with one of the other cats.
Okay.
But she'll go out every now and then and socialize or try to socialize. But...
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell us about Blake? How old your cat is?
She's about 5 years old because we got her in 2015, so 5-6 years old.
Where'd you get her? Was she a stray breed? Did you rescue her?
We rescued her, yeah.
Rescued her? That's nice.
Yeah. Out of all 4 of the cats, we've rescued 2. One came from my grandma took in a stray cat that happened to be pregnant, so we got one of her cats, and then the 4th one we picked up off the street.
Okay, that's nice. That's actually awesome. She has a great backstory.
She's got a better backstory than I do.
You know what? That's fair. That just means your cat is very interesting. That must be why you post so much about her on your Twitter.
Oh, that's all my Instagram is too. It's just like Instagram only Blake. That's all I put there. Sometimes the other cats, but mostly her. Never me. Not me. I'm not interesting enough for Instagram.
Your cat's the star of the show. That's good to know. So.
She's just so pretty. I have to share her with the world. You know.
You know what? That is only fair. You are a kind man for sharing such a blessing. That is Blake. So, is to my understanding from what my people and your people were talking. I overheard some stuff. One of which being, this is not your first channel. Your YouTube channel, not your Twitch, but your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
How many channels have you had in all so far in your career?
That are specifically mine, or channels that I share with other people?
Specifically yours. We'll get to that other part in a minute.
Okay, specifically mine, this would be my third channel.
This is your third channel.
Yes.
And why have you had 3 channels?
I was a dumb kid when I made my first channel back in 2013. I was still in middle school, so I didn't really know what I was doing. When I decided to actually start taking it semi-seriously, I made a new channel, but I was also still a dumb kid at that time, a freshman in high school. So I eventually, and I didn't like the name of it. So instead of just changing the name of the channel, which I probably very easily could have done, I just decided to make a third one. And
Okay.
I've stuck with Freebie for about 6 years, I think now.
I did look at your channel somewhat recently, and it seems your oldest post was about 6 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think it was some stupid Minecraft video.
So now channels you've shared with others. Tell us about some of those.
Okay, so channels I share with others. One is, I guess there are technically only 2 that have ever been used.
Mhm.
The one that's still semi-relevant is the Bunch of Dumbs channel, where myself and the other Dumbs upload our podcasts to, which we haven't done in a while, but that's where
Okay.
that goes. And then, going back to being dumb middle school kids, this other channel is one that I started with my friend Drankzaholic, where we basically just wanted to start like a news channel. So we did like gaming and entertainment news, and that lasted about a week.
Okay, and what was the inspiration for these shared channels?
I honestly, for the news channel, that was all Dranks, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the inspiration for that one. For the Bunch of Dumbs channel, it was mostly because I didn't want to upload like group podcast stuff to like my personal channel. It just didn't feel right, you know?
Yeah. Do you have any? And you're still doing podcasts, just not as much as you would like.
Well, actually, let me go look to see when the last ones were uploaded, because it's been a hot minute since we've done one, and I really want to get back to doing them frequently, but my co-hosts Strength and Clover were just too busy. It's been almost a year, so.
How many dumbs are there, and are you able to divulge their names or their handles?
Technically there are 4, but we have a couple honorary members.
Okay.
The 4 main are myself, Dranks, Clover, and OSA Tyler. There's me, obviously I am Freebie. We have Dranks, a holic. We have Weighty Clover, 75, but he's, mostly Clover. And then we've got our boy Tyler, who's really the wild card. You never know what he's gonna say or do, and sometimes you might have to cut what he says.
Interesting. Okay, you guys sound like a very well-rounded group. How long have you guys been the Bunch of Dumbs?
The name Bunch of Dumbs came about a couple years ago, but we've known each other basically our entire lives, the 4 of us.
So you've been a bunch of dumbs for your entire lives, basically.
Basically, yeah. We've known each other. I met Clover in kindergarten, in elementary school. Then then Tyler came along in 1st grade, and we didn't get Dranks until 3rd grade, I think, 3rd or 4th. But we've been a tight knit group since then.
That's interesting. That's good to know. That's a good story. And what do you guys do together? Do you only do podcasts? Do you have other things the Bunch of Dumbs like to do?
We do podcasts. I mean, we play games together every now and then. We don't like our shared interests in games don't always overlap. But recently, I've been playing a lot of Halo Infinite with Tyler and Clover.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add about while you're talking about the Bunch of Dumbs?
Besides podcasting, we the 4 of us and some other people we know have a D&D group that we haven't played in a while, but we tend to play frequently when we do play.
Okay.
But besides that, these three morons are basically like my chosen brothers, you know?
That's very sweet. That's admirable. It's very admirable.
I'd die for them, and I hope they'd die for me.
That is lovely. Isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It's nice to hear something like that from people nowadays. Shifting gears. As a content creator, I'm gonna ask you some questions about a content creation and how it affects you.
Ooh, okay.
What would you say is, or rather, how does your real life affect your channel?
It really doesn't. I don't spend... Well, I guess the only way it does affect my channel is my consistency. When I'm busy, I don't get to do as much as I want. You know, that's kind of a given. And then besides that, real life, I guess, it would be like the dumbs, because I see them, you know, they're my real life, so I see them every now and then. Not as much as I'd like to, unfortunately, but the channel and the real life don't really mix.
Okay.
And I want to keep it that way.
Now I'm going to spin that on its head. How does your channel affect your personal life?
Again, not too much. I try to keep them as separate as possible. Every now and then, like, some friends I know, I'll say, hey, I have an idea for a video. Do you think this would be funny? And then they tell me yes or no, and that's basically it.
How many people in your real life would you say know about what you do? They're not the dumbs. They're not the dumbs. The dumbs don't count because they're part of your content. In a manner of speaking.
7 or 8.
Okay.
Maybe 10. 10 at most.
Would you say you keep what you do a secret, or you just it's not something you openly share?
I don't keep it a secret, but it's not something that I bring up in conversation.
Okay. That
Because
makes sense.
my channel doesn't define me as a person, but I define the channel as, you know, it. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yep. What would you say some challenges that content creation bring you?
Oof. Well, some big problems that I have are consistency and motivation. Consistency is kind of sometimes out of my control because I'm just too busy to sit down and record something or go live for a couple hours. Especially recently with, like, now that the holidays are over, and it's the year of the freebie, I'm gonna try my best to do as much content as I can. But like holidays, that was a very busy time. I didn't really have any time to do anything, which sucked. But I'm trying to bounce back now. And for motivation, there are just days where, like, I don't want to record a video or go live, but I feel like I have to, you know? And the only way I can really get around that is to either just brute force my way through and do it anyways, or remind myself that I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for other people. Like, people who, like, need someone to, like, brighten their day or things like that, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. What inspired Freebie? What inspired the name? Like, to make your name?
Oh god, I love this story, actually. The name Freebie came from partially from a randomly generated World of Warcraft name for a character. The name stemmed from Free, which was a randomly generated name that no one had taken on that realm I played on at the time. And then, because I started playing World of Warcraft again when I was like a dumb middle school kid, I just started adding stuff to the end of Freeze. Like, Free's kind of my thing, I'll just stick shit on the end. For my second character, I just happened to slap a BIY at the end and called it Freebie. And that's kind of all that was for a bit. Eventually, with Blizzard and Battle.net, they had some, like, changes to where, like, it wasn't your email, you had to have, like, a username. And it just randomly said that my username was Freebie. And I just kind of stuck with that. That wasn't the name of my channel at the time, but it is now. And I think going with Freebie was a lot better than, like, some of my other channel names.
Okay, that's a good story. I did hear from one of my people that you did World of Warcraft, But you don't anymore. Is there any reason behind that?
Who said I don't play it anymore?
I was told you haven't uploaded it in quite a long time.
Oh, uploading. I'm never going to record World of Warcraft again. Never. That doesn't mean I don't play it. I play it frequently.
Is there a reason why you won't record it anymore?
It's just the way the content I make is just not good for World of Warcraft on YouTube. I will stream it. I just haven't streamed it in a bit, but I will never record it. I don't find it entertaining, and it's very hard to edit and make it entertaining. But I still play it quite frequently, and I'm very excited for the upcoming patch that's coming soon, I hope. Gonna add a bunch of new stuff to do, so that'll be exciting.
What would you say the major differences between your Twitch channel and your YouTube channel are? Because you seem to be a different content creator depending on which of those two you make. So what would you say your biggest differences are between when you make your content on Twitch versus making your content on YouTube?
Well, the biggest thing is obviously when I'm I'm live when I'm on Twitch. I'm more relaxed, more chill. It's kind of like, hey, I'm just hanging out. You can come hang out with me. We're just playing games. And if something funny happens, something funny happens. If I'm with friends, I'm with friends. If I'm alone, I'm alone. It's just like in the moment type of deal. When I'm recording, I have to like play the energy up a bit because it has to be entertaining, you know?
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, I recently I did upload a stream highlight video to YouTube. So, I don't know, they kind of intermingle more than you might think they do, but for the most part, depending on what I'm playing on stream, I'm more chilled and relaxed.
Okay.
And I don't care as much. Might be a bad way to put it, but you know.
It makes sense. It does make sense. Big controversial question about your channel. Why did you change from orange to blue? What was the process and what was the thought behind it? Or was it just you liked blue more than orange? What was the decision and what was the process you made?
I think the specific shade of blue I'm using is better on your eyes. It doesn't hurt as much because it's not as bright as that stupidly bright orange I used to have. The only reason I was orange to begin with is because orange still is one of my like favorite colors. It's not like my favorite anymore. I think that would fall under purple, but I don't want to use purple. But this looks better, and specifically, actually, the shade of blue that I'm using is kind of a throwback to Freebie, the World of Warcraft character, because that's the same color as like his eyes.
What is your favorite color? Just to get it out there. Don't really have a favorite.
I mean, purple, kind of. I don't have like a favorite. Purple and orange are like my two top tier colors. Maybe purple a bit more though.
Okay.
Orange has been my favorite color my entire life, and you know, purple.
Switching back to a different track about content creation. What are some benefits you would say of being a content creator versus not being a content creator? What are some things that content creation gives you that you don't think you would have if you weren't one?
Well, I have a sense of accomplishment for uploading videos that I'm proud of, for being live and like entertaining people in the moment. It makes me feel all happy on the inside, like I can make someone's day better. Or like say a couple months ago I did some Halo Reach firefight videos. Those were pretty heavily edited, something I don't normally do as much, and I was like, hey, I just proved I can do that, and I didn't go to school for this shit. Give me money.
Yeah, okay. Would you say there are any other benefits to being a content creator?
Besides like the sense of accomplishment and like being happy when I make other people happy, not really.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not in it for like the money, because I don't make money usually. I'm just in it because I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy making people's days better.
That is lovely to hear, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? What would you say some challenges you face as a content creator are that a normal person would not be challenged with on a day-to-day basis? What does content creation make harder that for a normal person they wouldn't know?
Being funny 100% of the time. I feel like for some people that might be easy, but for me that's not. Especially when I'm live. I know I'm more like relaxed and chilled when I'm live, but I still want to be funny, and I have to be funny 100% of the time. And I'm sometimes like I woke up in a bad mood, or I had a bad day at work, so I'm not always at like peak comedy or whatnot. But being funny is way harder than it looks.
I bet it is. From what I've heard, from what I've seen of your channel, from what my people have brought me, and they showed me some of your content, you do a decent job. You seem like a hard worker. Would you agree with that you work hard on your content?
Yeah, I would, for the most part. I put more effort into some things than others, but yeah, I would work hard. Yeah.
What would you say your best, or what your most proud video is that you've made? What, or even just stream?
God.
Like,
that's
what
a
is
very loaded question.
Yeah. What?
Oh
just
God.
What is the one thing you've made that you're most proud of from being a content creator?
I wouldn't say it's one thing. It's more so like a collection of a certain game I play and make content in that I haven't done in a while.
Go on.
Some of my favorite thing to play and record is Left 4 Dead 2 with the dumbs. Because whenever we play for like 3-4 hours at a time, and it's just stupid the entire time. We're like saying dumb shit, and then dumb shit's happening in the game, and we're all like scream laughing, if you know what that is. And because there's just like so much happening and it's so funny, it's the content that comes out of that is just, in my opinion, the best content I make. And we haven't been able to do it for a while, but I want to get back to doing it more frequently because it's very fun. It's a fun game, and it's fun to just have stupid fun.
That is a good answer. That is a good answer, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? You said something that interested me, and sparked a question. What is your favorite single-player video game, and what is your favorite multiplayer video game?
Ooh, another loaded question. Okay. I think I'm gonna cheat and say that my favorite multiplayer game is the Halo series in general.
Okay, I accept a series. That is fine.
Just because that's kind of, the Dumbs have existed under names longer than the Dumbs have, and kind of technically where we started as like a gaming group of people besides the four of us was with Halo. And back in like 2010 when Halo Reach came out, that was like some of like our peak years of gaming where we had the most fun and played the most consistently. But single player games. Hi Blake, are you going to be a part of the interview now? I don't think
Blake.
he has any questions for you.
Blake, what is it like being the cat of a content creator?
Oh, she probably fucking hates it. Because I'm screaming all the time. Oh god, single player. Honestly, this is a game I've played for recently in the grand scheme of things, but I really love Persona 5 for my single player game. It's a turn-based JRPG that's where basically you're fighting monsters, and you can like summon monsters by ripping a mask off your face, and it tells a really, really interesting story with really, really interesting like characters, like a cast of characters and whatnot, with some absolutely banger music. If you own a PlayStation 4, and I guess technically it's on the 3, if you own a PlayStation 3, 4, or 5, do yourself a favor and play Persona 5. It's worth your time.
Now, what would you say is your least favorite video game that you've ever played?
Huh. I honestly don't know, because if I don't like it, I only play it once, and then I kind of just forget about it.
Something you might have maybe enjoyed at first, and then you realize you really hate, or something you really stand against as a video game, something that you really hate. Like, a lot of people love Call of Duty, and then there's those people that really hate Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. This might actually be a controversial one because I know a lot of people like Rainbow Six Siege. I'm just not a huge fan of the competitiveness and like whatnot.
Gasp.
I like the concept for the game. I just don't like. I'm gonna open it up to the umbrella of games like Siege, CS:GO, Valorant. I don't like overly competitive games, overly competitive PvP games. I'm here to have fun with my friends and not want to rip my hair out, and those games make me want to rip my hair out and maybe kill someone. Because people take them too seriously. And their communities can be very toxic sometimes.
Understandable. That is a good answer. Let's see. What is something that your fans could look forward to in the near future that you might be working on currently? What is something you can either hint at or even tell us about that you might be currently creating?
I'm not legally allowed to answer that question.
Okay, everybody, he's not legally allowed to answer this question, so make sure you look out for Freebie's latest content. He might be working on something very interesting. Moving on. We have heard rumors about this thing called the Bottle Cap Banditos.
Oh, they're a bunch of fucking idiots. I hate them all.
We heard you are a founding member. Our question to you is, what does it mean to be a Bottle Cap Bandit? To you, what does it mean to be one of the founders? What do the Bottle Cap Bandits stand for, and what do they mean to you?
The Bottle Cap Bandits mean a lot to me. Basically, it's just we're a group of people that have each other's backs, no matter what, whenever what, for whatever we need. No questions asked, for the most part. And people I can always trust. Being a founding member, I can brag that I was like the first one. Like, hey, I'm the bandit, bitch.
Would you tell us a little bit about the start of the Bandits, their origin?
Well, it started with 4. We played Minecraft. Then over time, the 4 turned into 3, and then the 3 turned into 2, and now the 2 are still very active, playing Minecraft and other games. We recently ended season 1 of our Minecraft server and are going to be starting season 2 soon.
Interesting.
Good fun.
Do the Bandits look to expand out of Minecraft? Because the way you make it sound is, so far you guys mostly make Minecraft content.
I would say we don't make mostly Minecraft content. We haven't made it's the thing we've made the most of. It's not the only thing we do. Recently, we started playing Borderlands 3 recently, and we've also played a lot of Devour. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. We play a lot of horror, like group horror proximity chat games, which are really fun. Those things I tend to do mostly live, so I don't make videos of them. But I hear that Bomb Guy records all of it and makes some pretty good videos if you want to check him out.
That's interesting.
I think for recorded content on my end, it's mostly Minecraft just because it's the easiest thing for me to do, since I don't upload as frequently as Bomb does.
Okay, now I have 3 very, as you've been saying, kind of loaded questions about you and your channel.
Okay. Hit me with it.
What do you want to be known for? What do you want your channel to be known for? If there was one thing, someone who comes to your channel, what do you want them to know you for?
I want people to know my channel for me, the person, not Freebie, Aiden, the real human behind the channel. That's something I've been wanting to push for a while. I don't want to be just another white guy on the internet, even though it's exactly what I am. I want people to be here for me, not the content I make.
That's interesting. That's a a different perspective than most content creators. Would you like to elaborate on that and talk more about that?
I mean, people find success playing certain games. Like, obviously, there's, like, if you follow the Minecraft community, which I do a lot of, people like Hermitcraft, they only do Minecraft and whatnot. And I think it's safe to assume that people aren't there for the person, they're there for the Minecraft they play. I play a lot of Minecraft, but I want people to be here for me. I don't want to be stuck doing one thing. I want to do whatever I want, and that means I need to push myself more than the content.
That's admirable. That's admirable. That is good. I like to hear that. Our next question is kind of similar to the previous question. What is your channel's end goal? What would you like to achieve before you end your channel one day? Whether it's tomorrow, a year from now, 20 years from now. What would you like your end goal to be?
I personally think I've already reached my end goal. I just want to make people happy, and I know that I am. People watch my videos, people watch my live streams, and I know that they're happy and have a good time watching, and that's all I want.
That is very respectable. I like that answer. Can we give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? That was a great answer. Let's see. What else do we have? I guess that kind of answers my third question as well, because I was going to ask, where do you hope this takes you?
Well, wherever the wind may go. I'm not personally trying to go somewhere specific. If, say, one day I blow up because of Minecraft content, maybe I'll focus on Minecraft. Halo, I'll focus on Halo. If it's because of me, I'll just do whatever the hell I want. It's just, hey, I'm just here having a good time, That's all I'm doing.
Earlier you mentioned something about the year of the freebie. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Yes, the year of the freebie. 2021 was a very bad year for everyone. We can safely say that.
Yes.
I think my content suffered through 2021 because I was very, very much not active. Yes, I did things, but I was not as active as I could have been, and I wasn't making content I was necessarily proud of. That's turning around this year because I want to be consistent with both streaming and uploading, and I want to make really good content that I'm proud to upload and say that, hey, I did that.
I like that answer. That was a very good answer.
Oh, and this is also the year of just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it.
So that's what I'm doing. If I want to do something, I'm just gonna fucking do it.
Hey guys, are we allowed to swear on air? Yeah? Okay. Sorry. I was talking to my producer.
Oh, no worries. I've been swearing this entire time. I don't know why you just now asked.
Random question. It doesn't really actually have to do with your channel. Do you have any brand loyalties? As for instance, Hood, the people who produce milk. Would you say you have a relationship with a brand, whether personal or not, that you really feel you really connected with? You would not want to betray that brand, whether it's a small time company and you want to support them, or you just really like this big time company. Do you have any brand loyalties?
Got a couple, I would say. A big one, and this should not come at any surprise, would be Star Wars. I will die defending Star Wars and loving Star Wars. That will never change. Do I like everything they've put out in the last 5 years? Last 5-7 years? No. Does that mean I don't like Star Wars? No, I love Star Wars and I always will. I'm also a big, and not as big as I used to be. I'm an Xbox guy. I grew up with an Xbox. Halo is one of my favorite game series. That's an Xbox thing. Do I actively have an Xbox right now? No, but that's because Xbox is being pushed to PC users as well, which is what I am. So I don't need an Xbox anymore. It's wonderful.
Okay. Would you say any game franchises even? Would you have any franchises that you're heavily loyal to?
Oh yeah, I'm very loyal to World of Warcraft, but not Blizzard at the moment. I love World of Warcraft, but with what's happening with Blizzard right now, not very happy with them. Love the game though.
Would you like to elaborate?
I don't think I really need to say my piece on the whole Activision Blizzard stuff that's happening right now. I already have several times. Just know that just because I play World of Warcraft, that does not mean I support the things that are happening at Activision Blizzard.
Okay.
Some other brands, just to knock a few off real quick.
Go
Big
ahead.
Rooster Teeth fan. Love Rooster Teeth.
Yep.
Half of my closet is Rooster Teeth merch.
Impressive.
Then some smaller, I wouldn't say like brands or like companies, or like there are certain content creators that I'm very loyal to.
That can be a brand. That could be a brand. A content creator can be a brand.
Technically, I guess that would be a brand. The couple big ones are like, I love Smitty, the YouTuber. Like he's great. Big fan of Twitch streamer Krinios. Love that guy. He mostly does Minecraft, but like he's a very funny guy. Love him. He's a great guy. Wearing some of his merch right now, actually. And then there are others, but
I'm guessing
too many to name it right now.
I'm guessing Minecraft is a brand you are heavily loyal to, as seeing you kind of started off with that on your channel, and it's your biggest heavy hitter.
You could say that. There are times where like I stop playing for like months, just because like I play too much and I get burnt out on it. But I do very much enjoy the game, and the recent 1.18 update is amazing. But
okay, now I have a controversial question, and this will be our ending question.
Oh boy, okay, I'm excited.
What is your stance on NFTs?
Disgusting. Hate them.
Elaborate.
Awful.
Elaborate.
I won't lie. I don't know enough to make a convincing argument why you shouldn't like them, but I do know that a lot of NFTs are stolen artwork that are resold for a lot more. And somehow, I don't understand. This is the main part I don't understand. They're bad for the environment, and I don't get that. But they're apparently like very bad for the environment, which is also really bad. But mostly for the stolen artwork. And I know that Dranks, my friend, the artist, fucking hates them, so I hate them. And that's all I need to know.
That's good. So you do not support this NFTs?
No. And I know that recently a lot of game developers, especially Ubisoft to name, are supporting NFT games, which is disgusting. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's a bad thing, and people are rightfully angry at them, and I don't think enough people are angry at them because they're not doing anything about changing it.
Okay. Before we end this, I'm going to offer you the chance to talk about anything you might want to talk about. Now, for instance, I have read on a various article about a couple big Twitch users being banned. One of which being
Pokemon?
Yes, her being one.
Oh, that was funny. And she had it coming, let's be real.
But I'm giving you the chance to talk about anything you might want to talk about that you feel is important, that you might want your audience to know about you, things you might want to just say or talk about while you're here in your interview.
Well, let's see. Currently, I like long walks on the beach. I like to hold hands, and I'm very nice. I'm sad and alone. Please love me.
Okay, that is very interesting. Is there anything else you'd like to touch on?
No, I'm just lonely.
You heard it here first. Freebie is lonely, so you need to subscribe to its channel, obviously.
Give me your love.
Would you like to name out all the places you can be found?
Yeah, I can be found all over the place. I got a YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/freebie games. Not freebie, freebie games. Because I guess freebie was taken, and I don't understand it. You can find me at Twitch, twitch.tv/freebie, twitter.com/freebie, instagram.com/thefreebie. And you can find links to both the Bottle Cap Bandit community Discord and the Bunch of Dumbs community Discord as well. I don't know the links off the top of my head, so I can't say it, but there are links to both of those. Feel free to join and come hang out with us.
I will try to provide as many links to as many of those as I can find. And thank you all for watching. This has been Freebie, our first of hopefully many interviews over the next coming weeks. For the next coming weeks, we'll be trying to have one guest every other week, and depending on how many people I can find is how often I will be doing these. But thank you all so much for watching. This has been your DJ. This has been your preacher, your herald, the gospel, your host of the Grooviest of Tuesdays. Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been Freebie. I have been the Bomb Diggity. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay cool, stay classy, and I will see you all in our next video.
Bye-bye.